Peace and blessings, everybody. Stand by, everybody. Stand by. We're going to start up in just a few seconds, so please stand by. Creating more style, showing white. Y'all know I can't let the music breathe. Y'all know I can't. So just stay there. Everybody hang out. We're going to get started in just a few seconds. Boy, this is going to be a good one, everybody. I can tell you that. Thank y'all for checking this out, all right? Please share, everybody. Please share. So the dummies wouldn't write them. With your orchestration and with funky prevention. Ladies and gentlemen, live from Flatbush, Brooklyn. Peace and blessings, everybody. Thank y'all so much again for checking out Bravador Live on your Sunday. That's right, Sunday, September 15th, 2024, in the 21st century. Thank y'all again for being here. I appreciate it so much. Y'all know I cannot let the music breathe, but what you're listening to in the background, of course, you should know by now. But if not, it's WQMIX, WQ Mix Worldwide Radio. Yep, you can hear to WQ Mix 24/7. We just finished up a show with Alvin Folks, the Loud Life Show that we have here at 4 and 7 p.m. on Sunday. So we wanted to jump in here between the two broadcasts, which we have a couple of archive broadcasts running this Sunday because, you know, I did a post a few seconds ago. I was building a computer, a desktop, and I said Bravador Live. And I mean, I'm worn out from last night. Y'all know me. I can't hang out like I used to, but it was worth it last night. Last night, I experienced something that was phenomenal. It was very phenomenal. It was a birthday for Brother Alvin Folks, but he calls his birthdays, he doesn't call them parties. He calls them the Purple Experience. The Purple Experience is what the functions are that he calls them. And as a matter of fact, you know what? I'll let him tell you about it. Without further ado, Brother Alvin Folks. How you doing, brother? What's going on?
Yo, what's going on out, Bravador? I'm doing good. How you doing?
Look, I am beat from last night. I am beat from last night. But it's a good beat.
Good.
Beat. Everybody, Alvin does this thing called the Purple Experience. And you do it mostly on your birthday time, right? Birthday month.
Yeah, it's always around my birthday. Yes.
It's always around your birthday. Now, if you don't know too much about Alvin Folks, which you should be because of his show on WQ Mix Worldwide Radio, his Facebook post, his motivational speaking, and his just all-around nice guy presence, you should know who Brother Alvin Folks is. Please like and share this broadcast, everybody, because this is going to be a good one. Alvin, it was incredible last night. That's all I can tell you.
Thank you.
You're a hell of a performer. Got to give it to you, man. You are. I knew that you did a little something, but you did your thing last night, and your folks that were on stage with you did their thing. The audience, the participants were just phenomenal. I never experienced anything like that for as far as a birthday celebration.
Yeah.
It was like a show. It was a show, everybody, and it's a type of show that needs to be done more often. That type of show in Central Virginia. It was that good. And it was that good because he put the tickets out one day. I think maybe 2 days later it was sold out.
Five. In 5 days, I was gone.
That's still good. five
Yes.
days,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Alvin folks doing this thing. You had some other people there doing their thing. The dancing was great. The music was great. Food was great. Everything was great. You had to wear purple though because of the purple experience. Alvin is a serious, if you didn't know by now, he's a serious Prince fan. He's
Yes,
a
I am.
Prince. I mean, he can tell you everything about Prince, probably maybe a little bit more than I can. I knew another brother that knows. Well, I not knew. I still know him. I just haven't talked to him in some time. Brother Lance Singleton. He's another Prince person that I know of and stuff. It maybe one day you and him can meet each other, Alvin. But at the same
Yeah.
time, man, just how do you feel coming off of that last night? I just want to know how you feel about it. I already know, but I just let the folks know.
Okay. Well, physically, I'm exhausted. Physically, I'm exhausted. Mentally and emotionally, I'm on cloud nine. I truly am. It was great, and I agree with you when you say it was phenomenal. I had a phenomenal time, and emotionally, it meant a lot to me to have the people in the room there. Having you there meant a lot to me. I really appreciate you and your lovely wife coming, and uh, it's just I do this because I want to celebrate not just my birthday, but I want to celebrate life. I want to celebrate love, and this allows me to do that in a setting where I can also do what I do. A lot of people don't know um, that I do the things that I do. That I put shows together, that I can dance and you know rock a party. They don't. There are people who know that, but there are people who don't. Like yourself, you're like, yeah, I know you do a little something, but then they see me in my element. They're like, oh, so that's what this is about.
Yeah, you do more than something. You do quite a bit, man. I mean, that was a lot. A one man guy like yourself on stage all that time.
Yeah.
All that time. That has to be taxing on someone. But I see that you're boss with it. You handle it, man. You handle it. I mean, you were doing, man, Alvin, you were doing your thing, bro. I gotta give it
Thank
to
you.
you, man. I wish we had some clips to show right here of it and whatnot to show that what you do. But
Yeah.
of course, everybody knows about your show here, at
Hmm.
WQ Mix, the Loud Life Show, where you can pretty much get some insight on just life, period.
Right.
Alvin and I have been on this journey with this for quite some time. I just produced the show, but Alvin makes it all than what it is,
Mm.
and what have you. And tell everybody, I could tell the story about when I brought it to you, but I like it when you tell it. It sounds a lot better when you tell it. You
Okay.
know, for those that don't know, let them know how
Okay.
long you've been doing the Loud Life Show.
Sure. Okay. So come February, I would have been doing the Loud Life show. This February 2025, it'll be 3 years that we've been together on the air.
Right.
But actually, you approached me about it 4 years ago,
Okay.
and when you came to me, you said you wanted to sit down and have lunch with me. You wanted to talk to me, and I said, okay, cool. And for your listeners, uh, for them to give them some context, we knew each other because of social media, but we didn't know each other. Like we weren't boys or anything. I didn't grow up in your neighborhood and all this kind of stuff. We had a mutual respect for one another. And
Absolutely.
so you reached out to me and said, yo, why don't we meet for lunch? I got some things I want to talk to you about. So I was honored. I was flattered. I mean, this is El Bravador. You're a Richmond, you're a legend. So I'm like, you want to meet with me? Okay, cool. Let's meet. So I didn't even tell anybody because I didn't want the meeting to fall through. And so I met you, and I remember the thing that you said to me that really impacted me, and it still does to this day. You said, um, Alvin Folks doesn't follow the world, but I promise you that the world follows Alvin
The
Folks.
world follows Alvin, folks. Yes, I mean that was proof last night. That was proof last night. I, I mean, I mean, it was like everybody was there. Everybody. I saw people I hadn't seen in years in there.
Wow.
I mean, they were there.
Wow.
I mean, folks. And that's the other thing with Alvin and I. Both of us, we pretty much know some of the same people as well.
Yeah.
We do know that, and it was just amazing to see, the folks that I haven't seen in a while, and them being there, enjoying the atmosphere like we were.
Yeah.
Everybody was enjoying themselves, and whatnot. I wish I could have stayed till the end, Alvin. I really wish, but we started slowing down. Tanya and I, so we were just like, hey, we'll catch back up. We really were trying to stay, man, but
That's
it was,
cool.
I mean, I know we missed the last part. I mean, because they tore the stage down, it turned into a dance floor, and that's right, everybody. There was a stage there. Alvin had a stage. I mean, it was not a birthday party. It was a life celebration, I guess you could say. It
Yeah.
was a life celebration where you were giving yourself flowers that you deserve to give yourself.
Mm.
You told your story, which was very, very touching. A very touching story, but it's a story that we all can kind of identify with, some of us. I mean, you were talking about when you was younger, the bullying and everything. Of course, I went through that when I was a small kid,
Hmm.
and everything. I think some of us a lot of us have gone through that, but
Yeah.
don't know how to really voice that at this age.
Yeah.
And you found a way to do it in a way to, hey, this is what happened. I'm not mad at anybody, but this is where I am now, and I am Alvin Folks.
Hmm.
And that's my name right now.
Right.
You've seen all this now. I am Alvin Folks. I thought that was brilliant.
Thank
Brilliantly
you.
done. Brilliantly
Thank you.
done. You
Thank
know,
you.
and I want you to kind of tell someone else out there that may be struggling with that, maybe something in the past they don't know how to, get through it or just deal with it. How did you bring yourself to do it? How did you bring yourself to do that?
It took a lot of introspection. It took a lot of soul searching, and it took a lot of honesty, to be very honest and frank with you. Um, Sometimes, we don't revisit our past because our past is painful. And the only way that you can, move forward, sometimes you have to look backward in order to move forward.
Right.
So that's what I had to do. I had to look at the things that had hurt me, that had shaped me to be the person I was in the present. And that person in the present was still hurting from things in the past. But in order for me to release that, I had to address it. So I addressed those things. I had to find forgiveness for people who weren't sorry for what they did. That was a big part of it. But forgiveness is something that you give yourself. I know that sounds so cliche, but it's the truth. I don't need to go to them for them to say I'm sorry, but I did need to find a way to forgive what was happening or what had happened to me so I can move forward with my life and do it in a peaceful way. And then I had to discover the love for myself, the love for who God created me to be. Because of what I figured out was, this is an affront to my creator. He made me this way. And for other people to degrade that or to talk about it was wrong. But I was doing myself a disservice by allowing those voices to drown out who I truly was. So I changed. And like I said to all of you, you got to sometimes learn how to celebrate yourself and be happy about the person that you are. It's okay to look at other people as role models and to want other people to, influence some of the things that you do, because I have a lot of role models. But ultimately, I am being 100% myself, and I'm being the best me that I can be. So that's where it came from. And I think that more people need to really do some self reflection to figure out where they are, figure out where they were, and then decide where they want to go. So that's how I did it.
I know with me at one point, this may sound kind of crazy, but one way I dealt with it is that the anger that I started feeling after that, as I was starting to get older, I was feeling anger. And then what I did was, as the anger was trying to consume me, that's when I
Hmm.
said, okay, that's enough, because I'm not an angry person. I try not to be, at least. So after the anger left, I was okay. You know,
Right.
I was okay. I was angry at the fact that people could do that to other people. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And then after that, I became one that when I would see someone else getting bullied, I would jump in, even though it
Yeah.
was not my business. I would jump in and say, "Don't do it. Cut it out. Just
Right.
go on about your business. Leave them alone." You know, I
Right.
started, and I admit it got me in a couple of altercations, but I was okay with it. You know,
Hmm.
and that made me feel better about myself.
Yeah.
Also, that's what did it with me. Maybe a little different from most people on how they deal with it, or even you yourself.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what the anger got me and
Right.
stuff. Because after a while, I wasn't. The hurt went away. Then the
Hmm.
anger came, and that's when the self defense came in, and
Yeah.
dealing with it that way. But of course, by that time, most of the bullying had stopped.
Yeah.
It had stopped by then. But as you said, I remember last night you were saying what made you get into music and stuff was that your room was your safe haven,
Yeah.
and then music, you listen to radio stations, you listen to Q94, you listen to Magic 99.
Yeah.
And I know you couldn't cover every station you listened to, but I know those were your main stations.
Yeah.
And then, you got into Prince and
Yeah.
stuff. And as a matter of fact, we're going to have a little fun real quick, uh, Alvin. Right here,
Okay.
right now, Freddie, my man Freddie B in Chicago says, that's what's up. But can you tell me how many albums did Prince put out? I want to see if he knows that. He wants to know if you know how many albums did Prince put out. I'm going to be honest, Alvin. I don't know.
I do. He put out 33 commercially, but he
Okay.
put out way more than that. The 33 came out commercially.
Okay.
But so over the span of, I mean, I want you to think about that. 33 albums, that's a lot of output.
Yeah.
And so he put out 33 commercially, but then we know about all of the bootlegs and all of the lives that he never released. So he and as we speak right now, he has enough music that's unreleased that they could release an album if they chose to. They can release an album every year for the next at least 10 years. But
Wow.
he has enough music in there for another 20 years. And
Wow.
we're talking about volumes and volumes of music. So yeah, it's a but that's a lot of output. 33 albums while you're alive, and you still got another probably 50, 60, 70 albums that are still representative of who you are in your music. That's a lot.
That is a lot. And Freddie, I hope he answered your question. Let's see if you knew that one, Freddie. All right. So thank you, Freddie, brother in Chicago, the real Freddie B. It's another brother DJ I know from some time and whatnot. I haven't forgot you, Freddie. I know you probably say I'll never send you the music that I have, but I am going to send you the music, brother. Trust me, I am. It's just been one of the last few years has just been something. It's really been something. This is
Yeah.
Bravador Live, everybody. I'm right here with my brother Alvin Folks, the host of the Loud Life Show. As a matter of fact, here we have another encore presentation. We're running at 7 o'clock. The title of this show will be Celebrate. No, we did Celebrate You. This is going to be Celebrate You. The last one we played, the last show, Alvin, I don't know if you knew it or not, because I know you probably exhausted still from last night, and rightfully so. Yes, we ran Celebrate You. The first Celebrate You. There were two Celebrate Yous,
Yes.
Alvin. There was
Yes.
two. So we're
Yes.
running the second Celebrate You at 7 o'clock.
Got you. Yeah,
And that
I did
was
the first one when we first started getting together. I did in the early days of the broadcast. I did one that was similar to this one, and the one that you're rerunning that I just did about 2 weeks ago. So that
and
was a whole different one, different slant, but the message is still the same.
and you
Sometimes you got to celebrate yourself.
this was not planned. That wasn't planned. It just happened to fall in like that. I was looking and I'm like, I got to get a show up for Alvin. So I went into the archives. I just put, okay, Celebrate You. Boom. Didn't think that last show was Celebrate You. So I just threw it in. And like I said, I just realized it. I just threw it in and I'm like, wait a minute. And then hey, it's great how
Wow.
things work sometimes. It's really
Wow.
great. Um, I tell you, last night, you said you were shouting people out and you shout out and you introduced your dentist. That is something. Your dentist was in the place to be with his wife, I believe.
With his wife, yes.
That
Yeah.
that's saying something, Alvin. That's saying something. I told you, the world follows you. I mean, it's just, come on, man. Come on.
that,
That was amazing. I tried to catch up with him because I need a dentist. I really do. I was
well,
trying to
he's a
catch up
great
with him.
one. If you want me to get you in touch with him, don't worry.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got
yeah.
you.
Yeah, I need to hook up with him. I
Okay,
really do. I mean,
I
I
get
want
you.
to I want to keep these in my mouth. So
Okay, well, he can definitely help you do that.
yeah, I want to keep these in my mouth. I don't want to lose any teeth. I mean, I still have my all my original teeth. I
Yeah.
just don't. I know it's a couple things. I think this tooth right here's got a hairline crack in it. It's been like
Uh-huh.
that for years. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't hurt or anything. But I don't want it to start. You know.
Yeah. He can
So
fix it.
yeah, I want to holler at him. I definitely want to
Okay.
holler at him. Alvin,
Okay.
what? Tell everybody what they have to look forward to in the future with you. I know we've talked about some things with the Loud Life show. Uh, I'll go ahead and say it right now. Alvin will be also appearing on CVA 360, everybody, this season when we
Hmm.
start that up. Alvin's going to be doing a couple things on TV. So, yes, since we're talking about that, yes, everybody, CVA 360 still on schedule to come back this fall. So, we're just finalizing a couple other things. And once we do that, maybe probably this week, we'll announce the date when the first show will be. And we're kind of behind on filming, but we're going to try to catch up week after next and maybe some this week. So, Alvin is going to join us on CVA 360, being a correspondent.
Hmm.
And I think this will be great for you, Alvin, because I think one thing that you miss as far as media and broadcast is being a part of that because your shows are great. And I'm getting good numbers from overseas and everywhere. People are listening to you. And people listen to you and follow you
Hmm.
because of last night and your Facebook posts. I mean, they're there. But your voice and the way you speak for it is great, man. It really, really is. It really is great.
Thank
And
you.
I just want to know, what are your plans, as far as for yourself with all this getting ready to happen or
Well,
this is happening?
it's a lot. So I want to I want to oh yo, what's up, Chris Sims? I saw somebody just came into your room. I know I went to college with him.
Yeah, there he is right there. Yep.
Yeah, what's up, Chris? So the biggest thing, El Bravador, that I want to start doing more of is that I, excuse me, I want to expand my life coaching practice. So that, when I introduce myself on my show, I always tell people what my credentials are, what I do. And one of the things I am is a certified master life coach. So I want to expound on that, and I want to continue to build my practice. I also want to do a lot more with the Loud Life radio show. So we can announce that too, because you and I have talked about different things. And so probably next year, at some point, we don't have anything in concrete, but at some point, we're thinking about expanding the show for, an hour, and maybe do like, half an hour where is what I do now. And the other half is, talking to somebody, interviewing them, whatever the case may be, because there are a lot of things, a lot of information that, we want to get out to people, and that we want to get people to understand. Because my whole thing is, El Bravador, that, and I didn't say this last night, but I say it on my show all the time. I finally know why I was created. I was created to motivate, educate, and inspire people. That's why I'm on the planet. So I want to continue to do things to motivate, educate, and inspire people. And I want to use different mediums in order to do that. The Purple Experience, even though it's around my birthday, it's not just about my birthday. It's about motivating people to be the better version of themselves, the version that they see in their head, but for some reason they can't physically manifest it because they may have too many trepidations or obstacles. I want to help people to remove those things out of their life so they can move forward. So that's a big thing I want to do. I eventually want to write a book. I eventually, want to have a podcast, but those things take time, and I want to do it the right way. I don't want to rush it, because I don't want to just put something out there because people want it out there. I want it out there too. But when I do it, I want it to be right. And I know I got your help, got your blessing. And I want to say this
Absolutely.
live
Absolutely.
on your platform to your followers and your fans and your supporters, that it meant the world to me that you came, to the Purple Experience last night. It really meant the world to me, because remember, if you think back, I had one 2 years ago and I wanted you to come to that one.
Yeah.
But and we had just started a radio show and everything, but you weren't available. You something else you were doing. I think you were taking you were traveling, so you couldn't do it. And I was disappointed because I really wanted you there, because I knew that something I was going to do would really touch you. But I also don't believe in coincidence, and I don't believe in happenstance. The fact that you came to this one, and this was the one that I was talking about my past and talking about me falling in love with hip hop and how that happened and what happened and who did that for me. That was right on point, just for you. Just for
Thank you.
you.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. That last night, it like I said, it was phenomenal, man. That's all I can say. It was just phenomenal. Matter of fact, Sonya and I, when we left, the gentleman that was your photographer,
Yeah,
I I was supposed to pick that picture up and we didn't. I
I
need to
have
get,
it.
okay, thank you. Thank you. I need to get that. My wife was like, we got to get the picture,
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, yeah. See, Sonya and I haven't really been out like that in quite a while,
Okay.
so especially to a function like that, we have not
Right.
been out. It's been a minute, man. So, and
Right.
us to be able to take a picture there and whatnot, it was, it was great, so yeah, well, I'll get with you on that.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll get you the picture. That's fine.
Yeah. It's Bravador Live, everybody. I'm here and blessed to be here with Alvin Folks right now on Bravador Live. In the background, the backdrop sounds is WQMIX Worldwide Radio. It's MFSB from Philadelphia and Sexy. They were the band for Philadelphia International and a little bit more. I can't let it breathe, y'all. I cannot let it breathe. Facebook doesn't like it. So, if you want to hear that, swing on over to WQ Mix Worldwide Radio. If you want to hear it, it's playing right now. It's playing right now. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. MFSB was the house band for Philly International, but they were also part of the South Soul sound as well. That big disco sound was them. Those Philly orchestras and musicians were just phenomenal in the 70s and going into the early 80s. As people know that I'm a big Philadelphia International fan. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, Gamble and Huff and Tom Bell, they shaped our lives in the earlier part before hip hop. They did. We were kids growing up. That's what we heard. And then hip hop came along and stuff. And then that just took the rest of our lives. And then, of course, integrating it with rap music and even when the bands like the Wood Brass and Steel band of Sugar Hill would play stuff, thanks to Jaquan for hipping me to a lot of that stuff and meeting some of those guys and whatnot. Musicianship is just a big thing with me, and it was just being on stage and performing. It is, and that's what I got last night from you, Alvin, was that even with a DJ, but you all were performing. It was a performance on stage. I mean, it lights, the sparklers, the pyrotechnics, all of that, man. Look, man. I mean, man, hey, look, I haven't seen an individual do that for a life celebration. I have never seen it. I've never seen it. I've just never seen that. I mean, I was just blown away, man. I mean, how you
Let
do
me.
it, man? How you do it?
So I want to let you in on a secret, El Bravador, that and it's not a secret I'm trying to keep. It's one that I really want people to know. But I want you to know it first off because of who you are and what you are. Because I want you to be impressed by me. Let me say that.
It's
So
done. It's done. It's done. Hey,
so I
man,
think
it's done.
I want you to be even more impressed by me. So I'm gonna tell you something. So all that music you heard for the show that I did, all that music that you heard, the way that it was mixed and produced and all of that, I did it.
Man,
I did all of that.
that's impressive, bro. That's
Yeah, all
impressive.
the DJ did, all he did was play the tracks I gave him. But all that music, the way that it was mixed, the way that it was cut, the way that it was spliced together, the order, I did all of that.
Congratulations, man. You did a
Thank
phenomenal
you.
job, man. You did a phenomenal job. Look, My birthday comes up October 4th.
Uh-huh.
I said, Sonya, I want something like this for my birthday, but maybe not as strong on these levels because it took you a whole year to plan this,
Yes, it did.
So I know I can't plan anything this year for that, like
Right.
that. But
Yeah.
I turn 60 next year.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I may want to talk to you but get some ideas on
Y-
what I could do
Let's
to
do
make
it.
mine, you know,
Yes, let's do it. Let's
yeah,
do it. See.
I might. I think, man, I want that, man. Good gosh, man, that was. I'm just telling you, if y'all were, I want to know if anybody's watching this right now was there last night. I know your brother Chris was there.
Yeah.
He may have been there. I just want to know if you were there, share this broadcast. If you were not there, share this broadcast. I want to find out some people that were there last night and they feel the same way I do. And I know they do, but it'd just be nice to see them do that. So please share this broadcast, everybody. I need everybody to share this broadcast right now. We got few people on here right now, but I think we can get more if we just share this. Share, 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 share. That's what I'm going to say. Share, because this is just great. This is where you can get up close and personal, but not close and personal, and meet Alvin Folks right now. You can meet him right now. He's right here in front of you. This is live. This is Bravador Live. It's on Facebook. It's on YouTube. Hey, just put it in the comments, man, so we can see it. I mean, it was just like that with me last night. I mean, it was an evening worth having. It was an evening that I enjoyed. I mean, it was a great thing, man. It really was a great thing. You know,
Bless you for that. Thank
I
you.
mean, it was time well spent, and it was excellent planning. I mean, the only thing that was missing is Janet Jackson not being there herself.
Bruh. And
That's
if
the
you
only
if
thing
you
I was
if
going
you
to say.
know a
I
way to
just
get her
wanted to
there,
say
please
that.
tell me. Say
Hey,
what?
look, if that's something to say, if something was missing, I
Yeah.
would just say Janet Jackson. I would say Janet Jackson. That was it. That was it. But I mean, not saying she's not missed, but it was not missed. But I'm just saying, if that was added,
Yeah.
okay, then we're talking about something in another dimension.
Right.
We're talking about
That's
something that only Captain Kirk and Spot and Scotty would have been able to had that. That gave us that. But
right.
and especially the hip hop. And I'm gonna make sure I tell Doc Ice this too. That you did Roxanne, and I was like, gosh, I wish Doc could have seen this. He would have
Yeah.
been. He really would have enjoyed that. You know,
Yeah.
it's only two of them left now. It's only Doc Ice and Mixmaster
And
Ice.
mixed master ice. Yeah.
Rest in peace to Kango and educated rapper. And of course, I was so touched that you put up Houdini, and I
Yeah.
saw John, and I was like,
Yeah.
ecstasy. May he continue to rest in peace. Jalil would have loved to have seen that. And stuff,
Wow.
but it's just it was a great thing, man. I really enjoyed myself, man. I that's all I can say. I can't stop saying that enough. That I really enjoyed myself. And yes, I missed out the last couple of years because a couple of people that Sonya knew came over, and they were like, "Hey Tim, how you doing? How you doing, Tim Casey? Great to see you." Um, they said, "This your first one?" I'm like, "Yeah." Then she said, "I've been coming to for the last two. I've been coming to them." It's an annual event. It is an annual event. It's one that from now on I will be there. I will be there. If everything it falls in place like it should, I just know, okay, loud purple experience. I got to be there. Got to
right.
be at the purple experience. Purple experience is all that. I mean, straight up and down. It was. You know, that's all I can say, man. I mean, it just was a great time. It was a great time, man. I mean, and man, you got some moves, bruh. You got some
Thank you.
moves up there, man. I mean, yeah, and then I think that was your nephew up there with you as well,
Yeah. Yeah. yeah.
man. Hey, yeah, yeah, man. It was all that, man. It really
Thank you,
was all
Bray.
that.
Thank
It
you.
really
Thank
was.
you. I've been dancing my whole life, and then I told people the only thing that separates me from anybody else is that I just never stopped dancing. Is I just never stopped. I just kept on dancing. So I did my thing.
Oh yeah. Tim Casey says me and Alvin be going back and forth with this music.
That's very true. That's very true. Tim is a very what he likes is what he likes. Let me put it that way.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
he
yeah,
likes is what he likes,
yeah.
and he's not afraid of telling people what he likes, and he stands firm, 10 toes down on it all the time. So every now and then, I challenge some of the things that he may say, but I respect his knowledge, I respect his stances, and I respect the fact that he is so devoted to what he's devoted to, and he makes no qualms about it. It's like, okay, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. Okay, so so
Hey,
he's
let me
right.
tell you
We do
something.
go back and forth.
Tim Casey's a great guy. I've been in his presence a few times and we've talked and everything. I like Tim Casey a lot, and uh, he's another one that really needs to have the support of the area especially when he used to do stuff at the Funny Bone. He used to do
Right.
a lot of that, and whatnot. And Aaron Turner calls him the greatest of all time, Tim Casey. The GOAT. I mean, it's it's a thing of where, and you and I have spoke about this before, Alvin. We need more different things like this for this area. We need to have it. Don't just
Right.
have just the norm of just going to things that it's going to happen. You can predict what's going to happen. Same music being played and all that. I mean, that's not what. To me, if you want to do that, that's fine. But don't stop anybody else from going to see some of these things because
Yeah.
you need the variety. You need a variety. You need um, a diverse music scene. That's what's going to make it for Central Virginia. I
Right.
mean, we've got Mad Skills, we've got Trey Songz, we've got Chris Brown, and all those people that have done very well. Plunky that have done very well in the
Mm-hmm.
music business for this area. And I hope I'm not leaving out D'Angelo. We
Mm-hmm.
have our superstar heroes in music. We have that, but at the same time, we could get more and many more. Even my man Big Sty, what
Yeah.
have you.
Yeah.
We can do more. That we need to have more showcases like this. We need to have more shows like this, more experiences like this. And that's what I hope people took away from there last night is that what this needs to happen more often with other people as well. Now, I don't think they'll be able to do it like you. But
Right.
the fact of the matter is just put the effort forth and straight and let's do this. Let's continue to do these different things and whatnot. Yes, Saxmo Gates. How can I forget Bill McGee, Saxmo Gates? Um, I like I said, thank you, Tim, for throwing that one out there because Mr. Gates is a fine person as well as Bill McGee and what
Mm-hmm.
have you. And and then we just I just want to see more like this. I really do because I think last night people missed a great thing. The ones that wanted to go and
Right.
couldn't go because it's sold out. I can
Right.
see now, man, a bigger venue you're gonna need very soon. Maybe next year. I don't know.
Somebody just told me, somebody else just said that to me too. And look, and so let me tell you this, because I think I just heard it the way you said it. I normally do this every other year, so
Oh,
I won't do
okay.
one next year because I need a break from
Oh,
planning.
I can get it. I can
Yeah,
dig
so,
it.
so every other year is when I do it. And at first, I was like, do I really want to do another one? But then after I get on stage and I start doing everything, I'm like, yeah, I really want to do another one. I want to do another one. So, so
Well, when we plan the one for me, it's not
yeah,
going to be that extensive. I can tell you that.
okay,
But we'll talk about it. And
yeah, we'll
stuff. I
get it
mean,
straight.
I just need some ideas, man, because I want mine to. I know everybody left there last night feeling great. And that's what I want people to leave an event feeling great. Even when we do the Junior Funk Machine, the Z Rock Crew Junior Funk Machine jams that you've seen us do,
Yeah,
people leave there feeling great,
right.
and what have you.
Yeah,
And that's what I want, and that's what we get, and stuff. But I want it on a stronger level, and I know with time that happens. But it's just last night. It was just, it was like that last night. What he did last night.
yeah,
That's what it's all about. Bravador Live, everybody. We've been on here for about 40 minutes with the
yeah.
world's greatest Alvin folks. I tell you, world's famous, talking about legends. Man, you're there. I can
Oh
tell you
man,
that. Man, you
thank
are
you.
there. You are there. And I think anybody else that was there last night can say the same thing for you, man. It's just a phenomenal experience. That's what it was for me.
Thank
It
you.
was a phenomenal experience for me. I know people were looking at me, and I was just, I was basically the night like this, just, like, okay, okay. I was just sucking it all in, and I'm just like, man, this is no joke. This is serious entertainment. Serious entertainment.
Wow.
I mean, it was excellent showmanship or showwomanship.
Hmm.
It was all of that, man. It really was. It reminds me of something on Broadway almost. It was something like that for
Wow.
me. It was
Wow.
something on those lines. That's what
Yeah.
it was.
I
That's
appreciate
what it
that.
was.
I
That's what it was.
appreciate
I
that.
mean, that's what it was, to me. I mean, others may not think that, but I mean, I think it, I think, like I said, it's something that really needs to happen more often around
Yeah.
here. It should
Yeah.
be added to the things to do in
I
Central
appreciate it.
Virginia and Richmond. It does.
I
Bravador Live,
appreciate it.
everybody. WQ Mix Worldwide Radio in the background. Diana Ross, The Boss, Love Hangover, an alternate version you can only hear on WQ Mix. Can't let it breathe though, y'all. Can't do it. Can't do it. Alvin, that irritates me, man, because it's like some of these versions of these songs I want to play, especially doing Bravado Live, and if I do it, they flag me for it. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
I
That
just
all
tell
that copyright
everybody,
stuff and
oh yeah, and I've spoke about it before, my feelings on it, but I'm not gonna get into it on this show because it's not
right.
about that on this show. But all I tell everybody, just continue to listen to WQ Mix 24/7. We are an alternative to your favorite radio station because we're your favorite radio station's favorite radio station. So hey, you can hear Alvin Folks with the Loud Life Show. You'll hear him at 7 o'clock in about another 59 minutes. You
Yep.
will hear his show. So once we come off of here, make sure at 7 o'clock you check out Alvin Folks, the Loud Life Show. The title of this show is an archive or an encore presentation. Celebrate You. Part
Yep.
two, I'll call it. Part
Yep.
two.
Part
So
two.
you check that out. Alvin, anything else you want to say before we leave, man?
I just first of all, again, I want to tell people I love you and I appreciate you being so supportive of me over these last almost 3 years now with the Live Life show. There would be no Live Life show without El Bravador. That's just the bottom line. That's just the truth, and the truth needs to be stated. So I want to shout you out for that, and I appreciate that. I also want to tell people, and I want to express how much I love everybody, and thank you for listening to the Loud Life show. Thank you for supporting me and supporting, just the things that I do. I just try to be the best person I can be and encourage people to be the best people that they can be. So that's my goal, that's my mission, and that's what I want to continue to do. But thank you for allowing me to be on this platform. I got another meeting. It's so funny we wrap it up because I got another meeting to go to right after this, and I'm so appreciative of this opportunity. Thank you for taking the time to interview me and to talk about what I do and get people to understand who I am and what I'm about and what I'm trying to do here in this area and what I'm just trying to do in life. Because as you and I have talked, El Bravador, we're not just trying to be, local people. We're trying to be global people, and we have the ability and we have the wherewithal to be a global brand, to be a global force. So we can do that, but we can do that building on the strengths of each other and doing that together. So thank you for this opportunity, and thank you all for listening. I love y'all, and a thing you can do about it but love me back.
Love you back. Well, listen, thank you for joining us, man. I'm just honored to have you here. And kudos again for the last night. Got
Thank
to
you
got to
so
tell
much.
you, outstanding, outstanding, outstanding. We'll
Thank
talk
you.
soon, Alvin. We'll definitely
We
talk soon.
will. Thank y'all. Y'all take
Enjoy your
care.
evening. Peace and
All
blessings,
right.
brother. One
Thank you.
love.
Bye.
That was Alvin Folks, everybody. I went to his Purple Experience last night. If you just tapped in, when we finish this, you might want to check this show out again. Please share it with everyone. Share it, share it, share it. There are good things on the horizon for not only us here at Bravado Live and WQ Mix Worldwide Radio and CVA 360, which you'll be seeing K Monte again. You'll be seeing Garnett Bolden again, Jaquan. Like I said, Alvin Folks will be jumping in. You might see Chris Brooks every now and then. Chris Brooks and I did the B-side years ago. You may see you might see some of the Z-Rock crew in there. You might see Fresh in there. You might see Junior Funk Machine in there. Look, all of that. A lot of good things are going to be happening for us as well as Alvin Folks. So just keep just look for us on the horizon, man. It's getting ready to happen, no doubt. Thank y'all so much for joining us. I appreciate it so much. Shout out to Tim Casey. Shout out to Mark Ferguson. Shout out to Kim Robinson. Everybody that joined us that I can see right here. Thank y'all so much. Please continue to share this. Share this broadcast. Share, 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 share. And until the next time on Bravador Live, thank you so much. Peace and blessings. One love.